Good morning everyone and welcome to the first meeting of the Jamaican Academic Consortium. Thank you for making the time to join us. This morning I want to show you what we have already built, what we believe Jamaica can now achieve, and how your institution can help shape the next stage. This is not simply another piece of software. It is a connected ecosystem designed to help education respond fairly and confidently to the challenges created by artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence has changed the question education must answer. Detection tools provide probabilities, not proof. They can be opaque, inconsistent, and increasingly difficult to defend. That creates risk for institutions, but it also places an unfair burden upon individuals who may have to prove their innocence after an accusation has been made. The question is no longer simply, was AI used? We must ask, what evidence exists? Was the process fair, and can the final decision be explained and defended? That is why we have built an ecosystem rather than another detection tool. It connects the full integrity journey, the creation of work, the collection and examination of evidence, the management of institutional processes, and the final decision. The technology supports consistency and accountability, but human judgment remains central. This is not about allowing a machine to decide whether someone is guilty. It is about giving trained people better evidence upon which to make fair decisions. At present, an AI score or indicator can lead to an allegation, after which the individual must attempt to reconstruct evidence of what happened. That can be stressful, inconsistent, and difficult to defend. Our approach turns that process around. Evidence can be recorded throughout the creation journey. AI use can be declared transparently. Provenance, context, and institutional criteria can then be reviewed before a human-led decision is reached. The purpose is not surveillance. It is to move from suspicion and accusation towards evidence and trust. What you can see here is the live IntegraGuard ecosystem. These are not conceptual images. They are functioning tools supporting real institutional processes. The platform manages referrals, evidence, investigations, communications, panels, decisions, reporting, and institutional oversight. Instead of cases being distributed across emails, spreadsheets, and individual folders, the institution has one secure, structured, and auditable environment. Ethical design has been central from the beginning. The ecosystem is designed around consent, transparency, data security, and fairness. Institutional data is not sold or used to train external AI models, and AI is not automatically treated as something that must be banned. Appropriate use can instead be declared and managed transparently. The result is less administrative burden, stronger governance, and greater confidence for students, staff, and institutional leaders. Crucially, this is not a theoretical concept. Through live institutional use, we've demonstrated reductions of up to 90% in case processing workload. Administrative handling can be reduced to approximately 12 to 15 minutes per case. The work is supported by a UKRI-funded proof of concept representing approximately $250,000 of investment. It has been tested through the University of the West of Scotland and international institutional partners, with an established University of the West Indies partnership and growing activity here in Jamaica. This has been built with practitioners through real use to solve a real institutional problem. The ecosystem consists of 5 connected products. Origin protects authentic human contribution by recording evidence of how work develops and allowing AI assistance to be declared transparently. Loki helps investigators examine complex evidence and identify the information that genuinely matters. Athena supports consistent professional and academic judgment without attempting to replace the professional. McView turns student and staff feedback into usable institutional insight, and IntegraGuard brings the entire process together, managing referrals, investigations, panels, decisions, communications, and reporting within one secure environment. Each product addresses a different part of the integrity journey, but together they create something much more powerful, a complete institutional evidence and governance infrastructure. We are not proposing that Jamaica simply adopts the Scottish system. The consortium begins with discovery. We work with institutions to understand their existing policies, terminology, systems, responsibilities and workload. We then configure the platform around Jamaican requirements, train staff and run controlled live pilots. The results are evaluated before any decision is made about wider implementation. Cyberhead provides the technology, configuration, training and evaluation support. Each institution retains ownership of its policies and responsibility for its decisions. The purpose of the consortium is to build this collaboratively. Jamaica has an opportunity to become a regional leader in trustworthy AI-enabled education. The consortium can create configured institutional pilots, shared evidence, staff development, and a pathway towards wider national coordination. Across approximately 1,020 educational establishments, our initial illustrative calculation suggests that IntegraGuard could potentially return around 46,000 to 57,000 staff hours to Jamaican education every year. That is time which could be redirected towards teaching, student support and institutional improvement. Part of the consortium's role will be to replace that initial estimate with robust evidence gathered here in Jamaica. The proposed implementation is gradual and evidence-led. The first phase brings together a selected group of institutions to begin configuration and controlled implementation. The consortium then expands the trials, evaluates the results and refines the model. Subject to that evidence and the decisions of participating institutions, the ecosystem could then progress towards wider implementation from October 2027. We're not asking Jamaica to accept an untested national solution. We're inviting Jamaican institutions to help design and test it. The immediate opportunity is to participate in the closing stage of our current UKRI-funded proof of concept and help shape the full Jamaican consortium program that follows. The initial commitment is straightforward. Nominate an institutional lead, confirm your interest in joining the founding consortium, participate in policy and process discovery, identify a suitable pilot cohort or department, then work with us to agree an appropriate pathway towards implementation. This does not require an immediate full institutional rollout. It gives your institution a voice in determining how the Jamaican model is developed. This slide represents the beginning of the consortium, not its completed membership. The organisations shown have already contributed to the work, joined the proof of concept pathway, or committed to helping shape the programme that follows. The remaining spaces are deliberate. We are speaking with additional institutions and we want those attending today to have the opportunity to become foundling participants whilst the programme is still being designed. This is a time-limited opportunity because the current UKRI proof of concept is approaching its conclusion. However, things will grow. A consortium also will grow. Our invitation this morning is therefore simple. Join us now. Participate in the remaining proof of concept activity and help shape the full Jamaican programme from its very beginning. Together, we can create trusted education infrastructure that reduces workload, strengthens institutions, and ensures that every learner is treated fairly. Thank you.